Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bad Brad Berkwitt Show on the Ringside Reports YouTube channel. Now, here's your host, who moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma from the East Coast, Bad Brad Berkwitt.
Hello, folks. Another day in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 46 degrees. 22 degrees the other day or yesterday or whenever it was with about that much snow. Today it's 46 and sunny. Forget about it. I don't quite understand the weather here, but over the East Coast and all you guys in the East Coast saying, what are you going to do over here? I'm going to stay warm. That's one thing. But we're not here to talk about weather or everybody on the East Coast who keeps getting plugged. So you need to send your sponsorship money to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'll provide the address at a later date. But with that said, let's start the show. Come fly with me. My guest today, I'm going to look at the cue card. It's because I wrote a long lead-in. So anybody that feels that they need to put a comment on my YouTube video about you looked at the cue card, you better believe it. At least I have a cue card. At least I can read. My guest today is from Seneca, Missouri, and is the owner of the Heartland Boxing Gym in Galena, Kansas. See how they asked? This is reality TV. I want to make sure I say this place is right. He is also the trainer and father of Dylan and Jesse Cook, who are half of the four-state franchise, who fight at the Buffalo Run Casino in Miami, Oklahoma. Please welcome to the show, Dallas Cook.
Welcome, sir.
All right, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Sounded a little about like Elvis like that, and thank you very much. See? You didn't pick up on that, folks. You think I don't know Elvis. How was your drive?
Great.
Now,
Nice day out.
did you pass, we interviewed Trey Lippy Morrison yesterday, and he talked about the McDonald's. That's the largest McDonald's in the world. Did you pass that?
Yeah.
Did you bring any fries?
No, I had to hit it on the way back.
Okay. See, Sherry said you were going to be a smart ass on the show, and I'm waiting for it. I'm trying to give you a lead in here.
Nice guy.
You should have told me you don't need any fries there, buddy.
There you go.
Well, hey, first of all, thanks for driving all the way out and coming on the show. Absolutely. Let's start out like this. How did you get into boxing?
Growing up, my dad was real good friends with a professional fighter, and my dad always liked boxing and stuff, so he started taking us to the gym. And that's pretty much was the start of it. We went to the gym, and like you said, right off the bat, I had a love for it. Okay. And you brought some pictures. Let's go ahead and address the pictures. But this one I think is you, correct? Yeah, that was me in Kansas City Golden Gloves in
1982.
I think I was 17 years old.
Okay.
At the time, and I fought in Kansas City 4 or 5 years. I fought for Tomahawk Boxing Club.
Okay.
And then I went to, later on when I moved to Hawaii, I fought in 3 Hawaii Golden Gloves over there. Okay. It's only been around it when I was in, like I told you before, I was in the Navy, in the military. And don't
get ahead of me, buddy.
Okay.
That's later on.
All right.
Okay. I'm just kidding. But we're not going to talk about that. Go ahead. So you fought in Hawaii.
I was just saying that as far as when I was on the ship, I started my own boxing team.
Okay.
And we fought other ships in port. And stuff,
okay.
So I've always been involved in it one way or another.
Now, what made you not go pro?
I don't know. I guess it's got involved with my kids, and I was at the same age where I could have been fighting. I did fight a few amateur fights when they were still young, but
okay.
I fought in up to the point, like I said, where I started working with them, started doing the amateur stuff.
Okay. Tell me about your gym. It's Heartland Boxing. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the gym's Heartland Boxing.
Okay. Tell me about the gym.
It's in Galena, Kansas. We've been there 3 years. I had a gym in Seneca, Missouri for 17 years.
Okay.
And I got out and I was just going to work with my boys only for a while. And I took a year off and worked out at a buddy of mine's garage. We made into a gym. And I had Skip Sturt's the name of the guy that I'm partners with. He called me and said, hey, let's start a gym back up. And first I said, I don't know if I'm going to deal with rent and all that good stuff. He said, all I want you to do is come and train fighters. That's all I want you to do. So I said, hey, I'm in. So we just got back into the Heartland Boxing Gym and been there ever since. Okay. Now, besides for the gym, do you have another gig or is that your full-time gig? No, pretty much my gym. I work at the casino. Okay. Run, security there. Okay. I worked about 20 some years at Tamco up in Joplin. Okay. 22 years, and my boys were at the age where they needed me for training and stuff, and I decided to get back on the work a little bit and go more on my gym, and I'm looking forward to starting a full-time fitness and boxing gym in Joplin soon.
Okay, that's cool. Since you work at the casino, can you give me a tip on which one is the hot slot machine? So
no, I'm still trying to figure it out.
You pushing the ladies out, and it's like, hey, that machine right there is mine.
Looking for them big numbers on
Okay, you're doing something that's unique, and I commend you on it. You're training your boys. And I've been around boxing since 1975, so about 40 years around the sport, in and out of the ring. I think I'm pretty knowledgeable on it. And I've seen, it's not rare to be a parent and train boxers, but what's more rare is having success at it, because you hear a lot of horror stories. Jack and Shane Mosley started out great and then didn't end so well. Roy Jones and his father, who I knew back in my days when I was stationed in Pensacola, it didn't turn out so great. It appears at this point, from watching you with your boys, I saw you, I didn't shoot video of Jesse sparring, but I watched you interact, and you could tell it's father-son, but it's also that trainer relationship. What makes your situation successful where other father-son training situations don't work out?
Well, I think the biggest thing is my boys believe in me, and what I've taught them, and it's been a success so far. So I guess that's another positive of, feeling like I kind of know what I'm doing, or it's working. Things work together, and I say to my boys, I'm blessed to have two boys that are good boys that respect me and respect me as a trainer also. And I think that's what it's all about, is being a team. We're as a team, we're, like I said, even with the mom involved, we all got our parts in it. We all work good as a group, and so far so good.
And let me tell you, folks, because you can't see her off camera, and she's probably like over there saying, "Don't do it, don't do it." But I'm gonna do it anyways because it's actually a compliment. Their mom, Sherry. Okay. We met actually when Debbie and I were at the card in October when the boy Caden shot and did some fantastic pictures. And not only did she take great pictures, you want to see, you think her son's in there fighting, she's behind the camera, you don't mess with her, you don't get in her way. It's like everybody steps, it's like Moses parting the seas. They know don't get in her way. But she also made, at least for that particular fight, if I'm recalling correctly, his boxing trunks, right?
Yeah.
Okay? Which you probably have a picture over here, which we're going to talk about in a minute. So it's a family affair, and I commend you. And I also watched a news clip, and I got to commend you on this because I have a 26-year-old son. He never played sports, but he never did boxing, except for boxing off of his mouth, running off of his mouth. But I commend you because in a news clip you said, "My boys won't do this unless I'm with them." Meaning, I am their trainer, but I am their father, and I'm going to look out for them. So I commend you on that. I'm paraphrasing what you said, but that was the gist of it. And I watched that clip on it. It was local news. I commend you for that. And you're quite welcome. And with that said, you have some other pictures. Explain. I know we got Emmanuel Stewart with you in here.
Yeah, it was when the boys were younger. We were fighting out of Ringside Worlds. And Emmanuel's there, which we've met a few times over the years. He's always at the Nationals, and a great guy. And the boys really enjoyed meeting him. And Emmanuel always had time for anybody. That's what I liked about him. And
this over here is Dylan.
Yeah, this is Dylan's last fight that he fought, and that's another win for him.
And that's the missus took this picture, correct?
Yes. Okay. My wife took this picture, and also they made these trunks.
Made those trunks, and they're bad.
She does a good job making trunks. She's our photographer. When we were doing shows, she did everything from making posters to printing the tickets.
Okay.
She did everything. So
she's talented. I love family affairs. And Jesse is over here.
Yeah, it'd be Jesse fighting a guy out of St. Louis.
Okay.
And as we said, so far we've another win there. So far we're on the right track.
And they're undefeated, and the 4-state franchises, all of them are undefeated.
Right.
Good.
Great.
What I want you to do now is I want you to look at the camera, and what I want you to do from a father's perspective, and if you need a second to gather what you want to say, take a second. But I want you to look at the camera and share something with the viewers about both of your boys that doesn't get a lot of press, and it can be outside of boxing, but as a dad, tell the viewers something that you can share.
Well, kind of go back to what we were talking about. I'm real blessed that they both, we got a great relationship, love in the ring, love out of the ring, and we all respect each other, as far as what each of us think, and I ask them what they think about certain things that they ask me. It's not a one-way deal. But the biggest thing, like I said, we brought up before, you know, as far as me working the corners, I'm out there to make them as successful as I can be, but at the same time, I'm out there for their safety. And, you know, if time comes we need to quit, I told them we quit. And then there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. That's one thing when we started this boxing years ago. I said, once you got to the point and go pro, when I say quit, we quit, you know. So that's it. And then both of them agreed with it. And so I'm there for them in the corner, in the ring, out of the ring. I'm there for them.
Okay. And that, folks, that's like my favorite part of doing interviews. Those are the things that you don't get, that you don't rehearse and you get right off the top of your head. And that's from the father's perspective, and being a father myself, and admiring my dad, who was in my boxing career, my amateur boxing career. There's nothing like that. Thank you for sharing that. And on that note, you're welcome. On that note, we're going to take a short commercial break. Health and fitness is everything in life. To achieve both, there is nothing better than a boxing regimen to get you in shape at that special boxing gym. Grimm's Gym is that special place, located at 8010 Clifton Road in Sacramento, California. Grimm's Gym is owned and operated by Mel Walker, a trainer like no other, who will take you on a fitness journey through unconventional training methods that have yielded results for his students time and time again. So call Grimm's Gym, where there are no contracts, at 916-346-4161. Boxing fans, are you searching for a book that is timeless? A book that not only gives a fighter's perspective, but people involved in the sport and Hollywood celebrities who share their love of boxing? Then the book for you is Boxing Interviews of a Lifetime by Bad Brad Berkwitt. To order your copy in hardcover with dust jacket or paperback, go online to authorhouse.com or call 1-888-519-5121. Is your company looking to achieve more of a market share in its respective area, turning exposure into additional revenue? Well then, the Bad Brad Berkwitt Show is the place you want to spend some of your allotted advertising budget. To find out about purchasing your commercial spot on the Bad Brad Berkwitt Show, call the RSR office at 918-893-7997. Okay, folks, we're back with boxing trainer Dallas Cook. And you know what? I got to tell you, I also admire your name. And I say that because I don't know if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan. And even though I don't really follow, a little bit, oh, I love it. Because Debbie, who can't talk behind the camera, is a New Orleans Saints fan.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody has come on the show yet and said New Orleans Saints. We interviewed the administrator of the Oklahoma State Commission, Joe Miller, Cowboys fan. Trey Lippy yesterday, Morrison, Green Bay Packers, everybody else, including the host here, Dallas. Yeah. So I love that you are that you have the name and you like it a little bit.
Yeah, I do.
So sorry about that, Saints fans. Maybe you could pay somebody, Debbie, but you're not going to talk. Okay. Besides for your sons, we're going to take them out the equation. Who's your favorite fighter?
Well, off the top, I'd say Marvin Hagler.
Oh, love. He's on my banner. He's on the Ringside Report banner.
I love him. He's
okay.
All weapons.
He sure does. What's the greatest fight you've ever seen?
I'd have to go with the exciting fight. I gotta say the Douglas Tyson was one of the most exciting ones because everybody didn't see it coming. And, you know, it was a big upstage. You know,
he sure was 44-1.
Yeah,
44. Nobody saw that.
Probably one of the most exciting and one of my favorite ones I've watched probably.
Okay. Now, folks, I'm going to pull a fast one on him and see if he can keep up with me. I think he can. He's a Navy guy, and we're going to talk about the Navy stuff right now. But what I have here, and I want you to zoom in on this picture.
Oh, no.
This is Dallas in the United States Navy. But this is the godfather of the family, Sherry, in the Navy. Now, they were machinist mates. Am I correct? Both of you were?
Yes,
and this is A school. Now, A school is where you go after boot camp, and everybody knows I'm a retired Navy guy. But you see that baby face? Like mine, my picture. It seems like a million years ago, but that is him in the Navy, and that's what we're going to talk about now. So, we shared about the Navy stuff. What I want you to do is tell me a little bit about it. I know you were a machinist mate. What year did you come in?
I came in June of '83.
Okay, a couple years before me.
Went to boot camp, and I came in on apprenticeship, so I didn't go straight day school. I went to the fleet.
Yep.
Fleet
Okay.
apprentice. And as I was there, they put me in the machine shop, and I thought, might as well go to day school, you know. So I put in for that. And went there and ran into this gal. I thought, I don't think I can live my life without her. So we met on Wednesday and married the following Sunday, and this will be 30 years this year. So
God bless you.
So,
God bless you. Those stories they can. I am. See.
But I was stationed overseas on a flagship, the USS LaSalle.
Oh, I landed on LaSalle.
We were a flagship in the Middle East, so our home port was Bahrain.
Okay.
So hit a lot of all the Middle East countries.
Okay.
That year and a half I was there, and spent 3 years in Pearl Harbor.
Okay.
And it was kind of like a long honeymoon because we both went straight there after boot camp. So kind of a short relationship, a long honeymoon. I always joke about it.
And a young guy in Hawaii, and you go there married.
Yeah.
Everybody say, "Are you crazy?"
Yeah.
But you did good because 30 years later, you're still married.
I was a little crazy, but it was a good crazy.
But it was a good crazy.
Yeah.
And in my office, folks, Frank Sinatra, as we know, my favorite of all time. Well, Dallas was in my office looking at some pictures, and he had a Frank Sinatra story. So, of course, I'm going to have him share that Frank Sinatra story. Tell me about the Sinatra story in Hawaii.
Well, we lived in Hawaii there. My wife worked at an insurance company over there in Hawaii, and the company giving the employees tickets to go see Frank Sinatra.
It's okay.
Frank Sinatra, and we went to Aloha Bowl, and he was there, and it was one of the neatest things was there's not too many people who say they've seen Frank Sinatra, so it was pretty cool.
That's awesome. See, Frank always ties in some way, somehow. God rest your soul, Frank. What is one thing you can share with the viewers that isn't known about you? And it doesn't have to be sports related if that's not what it is.
Well, one thing comes right off the top of my head is always be when I marry my wife in 5 days.
Okay.
It's hard on the beat. I don't know. I'm pretty open to everybody. I don't have nothing to really talk about or hit or in the background. So
Okay.
I have a hard time with that question pretty much.
Okay. You're an open book. That's fine. That's fair. Who's your favorite actor?
Probably ages me a little bit, but I have to say Clint Eastwood's one of my favorites of all time.
One of mine too.
It still is, you know.
He's a legend. He's an American icon, something that's overused in the lexicon, but and it's hard to believe he's going to be 85 years old.
That's crazy.
Love it. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? I got to go to the boxing movies. Raging Bull.
Great one.
Pretty good movie.
Great one. Story of Jacob Mines. Okay. Favorite singer?
Favorite singer? I like country a lot, but as far as favorite singer, I go back to my high school days. I was a big Bob Seger fan.
Okay.
Bob Seger.
Love Bob Seger and his Silver Bullet Band.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song by Bob Seger?
I'll be Turn the Page.
Great song.
Yeah,
Great song.
That favorite.
And I think, I can't remember, Kid Rock, somebody did a cover of that song.
Yeah.
And really, I think it was Kid Rock, but I'm not for sure, and turned it out. If you could meet one person from any time in history, doesn't have to be a sports person, or it could be, it's up to you. Who would you like to meet, and what would your first question be for them?
That's a tough one. A lot of them I'd like to meet. I guess it'd probably be, I think, Sugar Ray Robinson. If I could go meet anybody,
Okay.
Sugar Ray Robinson, and pretty obvious why I would want to. I think he's one of the best pound fighters probably ever was.
You're preaching to the choir. Okay.
And what was it for?
No, that was it. You picked him, yeah. Sugar Ray Robinson and
Yeah.
you know, yep.
Yeah, probably be the one.
Okay. And finally, what is the saying you live your life by, if you have one?
Well, this is a pretty well-known one, I guess. You just like to see this world live, treat everybody like they like to be treated.
Okay.
Be a more peaceful world and a better place to live.
Okay. And let's close out like this. Look at the camera again. You got to fight for both boys. Both boys fighting or just one? Just Jesse's
one.
fighting.
My boy will.
Jesse's fighting.
Dylan will fight the next fight.
Okay, Dylan's fighting. What should the fans expect on March 7th from?
I like a real exciting fight. It'll probably be probably the toughest fight he's had yet. He's fighting a guy that's 7'2" out of Michigan, and it's a lefty, which we haven't fought a lefty yet. So that alone is going to be the excitement of it. The best part is it's going to be 8 rounds. It'll be his first 8-rounder, and we're ready.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. Another show in the can, as I always say. And as Frank Sinatra sang so eloquently so long ago, the best is yet to come. Bad Brad out.